Hello, everyone. How are you? This is Just Like You, Everyday People, Amazing Stories, episode number 34. Can you guys believe it? This is episode number 34. Thank you so much for all your support. I genuinely, truly appreciate it. We have been going live every week since May 5th of 2020. If you have a story, and we know you do, please make sure you get in contact with me. I would love to have you right here on the show for Just Like You, Everyday People, Amazing Stories, every Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you know someone who has a story, please make sure you get them in contact with me. I would love to have them on the show. We are booking guests now into July of 2021. This is episode number 34. Got my hat on today because it's a little cold here, so I just decided I was going to go for it and wear my hat. It's cold. I'm cold. My head's cold. So I look forward to tonight's show. It's a great one, you guys. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're joining us. Again, this is Just Like You, Everyday People, Amazing Stories. This show is about positivity. It's about love. It's about sharing your journey, hearing the journey of other people, and of course, learning from other people's stories, because we all have a story. We are here 7:30 to 8 p.m. If the internet doesn't let us be great, we will be back. So we know sometimes we have internet challenges, and we will be back if for some reason we get cut off. We are here 7:30 to 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. So I think I am waiting on, I think you're coming under to Kayla. Is that right, Denise? She's coming under herself, right? So I think our guest Kayla will be on in just a second. Oh, she says, on my way. Perfect. Hey, Kim. Hey, C. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you very much, Amy. I see you too, girl. Thank you for joining me. All of you guys, everybody there. Kim will be on the show. C has been on the show. Amy, you're coming on the show too. We are putting you on the show. There you go. I just, called you out just like that. You are coming on the show. Can't wait to see you, girl. Hey, love you. Thank you so much again for joining me and us here. We are here 7:30 to 8 p.m. To be determined. Yeah, I think that's going to be like July. So get your mind right, Amy. Get your mind right, Amy Sue. July. Okay? July. Hi, Kimmy. Hey, C. So again, Just Like You, Everyday People, Amazing Stories, 7:30 to 8 p.m. We will be here in case the internet doesn't let us be great. We will be back. Make sure, you guys, if you have a story, I'd love to have you on the show. It has just been overwhelming, the positivity I've got from the show, the love I've got from the show. It's been overwhelming. So I just really want to make sure we're getting those stories out there. This year is going to be the year of positivity. Started off a little shaky, but we're going to make it a great year. And I want to make sure that you guys are joining me here every Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. and that you're spreading the word. If you know someone who has a story, please make sure you get in contact with me. Please make sure they get in contact with me. Just hook us up via IG, DM us, text message us if you have my cell phone number, all sorts of things, way to get a hold of me. So let's see. Kayla. You know I got to learn how to work IG Live, girl. All righty. Kayla, come on in. Kayla. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Is it connecting?
There you are.
Hi.
Uh-oh.
Can you hear
breaking
me?
up a little. There you are.
Uh-oh.
A little bit. Oh, Max, get down. My cat. Okay.
Hi, Max.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Perfect.
Yeah.
How are you, beautiful?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Thank you so much for joining me.
Of course. Of course. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
You look yeah, I love this. I love it.
I was like, the least I can do
I just like turn around and go put on my hat, girl. I was cold.
Listen, I put on my little sweater, threw on some earrings. You know, I'm trying a little bit.
Great, I love it. I'm going to start working on I say I'm going to put some, lipstick on, color on, but I'll get there. I'll get there.
It's
So
the easiest thing to like prep yourself up, I feel like.
it is. It's an easy thing. I need to do better. So
Yeah.
I told everyone that, again, thank you so much for joining me. We are here 7:30 to 8 p.m. If for some reason the internet doesn't let us be great, we'll be back. So
We will come right back.
we will come right back, ladies and gentlemen. And thank you all so much for joining us. We have a great show for you tonight. I was introduced to Kayla and her business partner a few months ago from Miss Amy Sue. Which I just called out Amy, and I told her she's going to be on the show whether she likes it or not. So here you go.
I love that.
Kayla, we have about 30 minutes, so I do want to get started because I think you have a great story and you have a great service that you're offering people, and I want you to tell that story. Look at Amy's like, oh Lord, Taryn. So would you quickly tell us your story? I mean, tell us, give us a quick synopsis of Kayla and what she's got going on.
Yeah. So again, thank you so much for this opportunity, this platform, right? To just talk and really showcase this amazing business and just this journey that myself and Denise have been on. So I am the co-founder of Betterness Box, and we are a wellness lifestyle subscription box, right? We are a service, and we provide services specifically targeting Black women. And so just saying that gives me all the joy. Listen, can you hear me?
I don't know if it's just me or is it, I just want
to. Yeah, maybe in the comments, let us know if you can hear and see me okay.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just
I have full Wi-Fi right here.
It's a little blurry, but you can keep going. I wanted you to know in case there's some, I don't know if it's me or okay.
Okay, yeah, let us know if you can see and hear both of us.
Yeah.
Well. But yeah, so Betterness Box came about. I was on YouTube. So I was a part of that like first wave of like natural hair, bloggers or vloggers on YouTube who were giving instructions, kind of looking at what does it mean to cut off all your hair if you're going to big chop, or what does it mean to even transition. And I was transitioning from heat damage, which was a little different than some people, were doing. And so I was able to get a great following on YouTube and really just try to expand that, right? Because after we talked about like, okay, this is how you do your hair. After we talked about that, it became like, okay, what's next? Like, let's talk about really embracing the rest of us, right? Making sure that we're healthy from the inside out. And so my content started changing towards that. And of course, I was doing a lot of reviews, the favorite videos that everybody, I think they still do them on YouTube. I haven't done one in a long time, but I was doing a lot of that kind of work, and obviously specific to Black women, women of color. And so for me, it was all about, okay, what is next and how can I be a part of that? And so I called up my line sister, my ace, and we decided, hey, let's do something that's really going to make a difference and be something that is consistent. Like, how can we make sure that we are consistent with what we are providing and consistent with knowing, like, in order for us to really make change, we have to be consistent. Okay. All of y'all know out there that's the biggest thing. It's like, that's why New Year resolutions are a thing, because you fell off on month 3 or 4, maybe week 3 or 4. Okay.
Right.
So yeah, we wanted to make sure that we were being providing a service that was very, very consistent. And so Betterness Box, what is it? We put together a box and we put a lot of different items in there. I actually have our little pamphlet here for our last quarterly box. It's called Let Us Manifest. And before this, we had Let Us Breathe, which was a yoga meditation centered product and service. So Let Us Manifest obviously is all about manifestation, making sure we are claiming the spaces that we actually show up in. And so in these boxes, they're really self-care boxes. And we focus on wellness, but beauty products, fitness products, right? Wellness products in general are in each of our boxes. And we make sure to put a book in our box. So really our story came about after seeing that there was not this service for Black women in the market. We said to ourselves, well, dang, that would be nice if we could get something curated specifically for us around wellness, around, you know, what matters to us, right? And so in our pamphlets, we have like a letter and all kinds of different like things that really talk to the issues that are specific to Black women. So we quoted Malcolm X, you know, his quote when he talks about Black women being the most unprotected, the most neglected, right? The most disrespected women in America. Sadly, that's still true. And so we are making sure to call out what that is, but then like, where do we go from here?
Yeah.
And that is powerful to get something like this on a quarterly basis that really pushes the things that are in the media that are in, you know, top of mind, but give you solutions, right? Give you declarations, give you programming. And so we're really, really, really fortunate to be in this position. And it has been a journey. I'm not even gonna lie. It's been a journey. Partnership with my line sister, right? Thankfully, we love each other so much that when we disagree, we're like, okay, now where are we gonna land here? But it's also such a beautiful thing to see two Black women coming together to produce, you know, something so impactful for other Black women and women of color. So that is kind of the story. We started about 3 years ago. In June will be 3 years. Is it May? May. We'll be 3 years old, which blows my mind. But yeah, we started monthly and then we transitioned over to doing it quarterly because we just felt like that was more impactful to our customers. And yeah, we're just going to continue doing it because we love it so much.
So I heard one takeaway. I'm going to ask you some advice, but one of the things I just heard that I thought was a good takeaway for people to hear is consistency.
Woof. Listen.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about, you know, I mean, the next question is advice, right? Advice or something that you learned, maybe 3 things that you learned. And obviously you learned about consistency being key. I'm learning that same thing as I think about this show, right? Consistency is key. But how did you tell me about, I'm sure that could have been a bumpy getting to figuring out. But what did that consistency is key look like for betterness?
Right. It's funny because we're promoting consistency with wellness, right? But we also have to be consistent in our job so that we can actually make that happen. Yeah. So completely agree. It's tough. It's tough when you have a full-time job, right? It's tough when if you're a mother or other responsibilities, if you're a caretaker, etc. For us, it looked like, and I think this is the reason why we're still here, it looks like real dedication to what this product is and what it provides. Like anytime, and there have been times where we were like, maybe this isn't the right thing for us to do, you know, because we can't seem to get consistent. What can we do to ignite that? And for us, I think we were on a journey of saying, no, this is really needed. And we really love doing this. Like our favorite part of this is seeing people take, you know, our subscribers, we call them subbies, take pictures of their box or give us notes. We call it Happy Mail. You know, when we get Happy Mail of these women sending us, you know, oh, I lost 20 pounds because of your fitness box. What? Yeah. Like things that we couldn't have ever dreamed of. So I think tying yourself to a passion, to the real purpose of what it is you're doing really helps you to be consistent, because then everything flows from that. It's like, nah, like I don't feel like doing this right now, but you know what? These women really need this product. These women really need this service. We have to continue doing this. And it's crazy because I Google some of the other businesses, subscription boxes that were geared towards Black women, or even just any kind of boxes, and they're no longer existent because this is hard.
Yeah. Well, I think it's hard. Another key to your consistency, which I wonder, and this wasn't a planned question, but I think about it, is, you know, it would have been easy to fall out of your message, right? Because your message, you know, you do have that niche, if you will, that you wanted to stay with. But I'm sure the world, if you will, could pull you out of that message. And so I think the fact that you've been able to stay consistent with your audience and stay consistent with your message, I think that is to be applauded, because you could have easily said, I'm not going to, I'm going to follow something else, right? Another trend at the moment, if you will.
Yep. And
But
we leaned into that. Yeah, we leaned into that. At first, we weren't as, we didn't proclaim it, of course, on anything you saw, our, social media, our Facebook, our printouts, there were Black women all over, right? Women of color all over. But we really leaned into the messaging starting last year. And that's, I think, what really helped us continue and get to the point we're at now, because we're now saying to ourselves, no, now we can unapologetically talk about reproductive health, which is what we're doing in this season, and the effects of reproductive health on Black women versus their counterparts. That's something we need to be talking about, but that can only be talked about in the context of Black women. You know what I mean? Like, it's important to make sure that we're having safe conversations around that and not someone else speaking to it for us. And so I think that part of it has just completely blown our minds. And that's when we feel like, once we have a live, because we do Wellness Wednesdays every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central, we do a Wellness Wednesday and we talk about these issues and these things. And every time we end something, or we do a sister circle on a Sunday or something, we literally, everybody else, leaves the call, and me and Denise are looking at each other like, wow, we get to do this. We get to create space for Black women to have these important conversations. So yes, I would say make sure you are tied to the purpose. It's not just about, oh, we need this many cells and I'm trying to get out of my 9 to 5. And, those can be light incentives. But I think if you have to be really tied to the purpose of your business, the purpose of your project, whatever it is you're working on, you have to be tied to that purpose deeply.
Yeah. I think that's super cool that you've been able to, to stay the test of time, and I think obviously there's more to come, but I think the exciting part is just, and especially in such a, a rough time, right? It's been a over the past year to lean into that message. It's been like a double-edged sword. It's been a rough time, but it's been the most amazing time to lean into the message at the same time. So
exactly, it's like we can talk about these unashamedly, which we're already trying to do. It's like, okay, now we really can go in, and now we're being invited to speak different places where we never would have been able to talk about these things. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Right. You would have been like, should I, could I, would I? And now you're like, I am.
Right.
I'm going. So what other advice? So be consistent. We got be consistent. What other kind of things to learn along the way of, not, like I said, not just it's entrepreneurship, it's messaging, it's picking your audience, it's picking products. I'm assuming you pick products, what goes in your box.
All of them. What
are some things that you learned along the way?
Yeah, for us, for sure, I think some of the other lessons is don't look around too much. I have my notes here, so if you see me referring to this, don't look around too much, right? Like comparing yourself to other entrepreneurs. Everybody is on this entrepreneur tip, y'all. Not everybody needs to quit their job and start a business, right? Really, really, really be able to differentiate yourself, but don't lean too much into making sure that you're like someone else or not like someone else. Just do you. What feels good? What is, again, tying back to that deep purpose, because when the going gets rough and you want to quit, that's your why, is why you end up continuing and staying consistent. I'll also say to do the work. Like a lot of, especially millennials, right? We're on the like outside edge of millennials, but there are a lot of millennials that just think this is a quick fix. Like they see this Instagram feed and they think, oh, I can do this. This is easy. Let me do it. And when it's harder than they thought it would be in month 3, they're like, oh, I can't, I got to quit. This isn't working. What do you mean? You've only been doing it for 3 months.
Yeah.
And that's with anything. That's with the business. That's with anything. It's like, make sure you understand that this is a marathon, right? This is not a relay. This is not like a quick thing. And if you really truly love it, you just have to believe that it's going to pop off when it's going to pop off, right? You have to truly believe that the people that are going to attend your live are going to attend your live. I love the fact that there are some Wellness Wednesdays where we get lots and lots of views, but then there's some that only get like 10 to 12. And I'm like, bet that 10 to 12 were the ones who were supposed to be there. It's fine, right? It's like you have to have that mentality that you are just, I am connected to this purpose and I'm going to do it anyway. I would say outsource. That was a huge that was a huge lesson for us. It was like, we can do it. It's cheaper. Like I am the epitome of like a Lean Six Sigma, like lean work. Let's not do, we pay for what when I can do that? Like that is my attitude. No. First of all, Black women are already doing the most. So it's like, what does it look like to outsource some of this work? So we needed a brand strategist. And you can be even like in that, we have found amazing partnerships. So we found a Black woman brand strategist to work with. And now we're helping her business, right? And now we're referring her business to other people. And so it's been so amazing to be able to say, oh, we can work with this person, our accountant, our lawyer, Black women. It's like now it literally becomes this network. And I cannot tell you how mad I am that we didn't start off that way. And so for me, I think it's make a list of your, whether you're in a business with other people or just yourself, make a list of your strengths and then make a list of your, challenged areas, things that you don't either want to do or things that you're not going to do well. And then outsource those things. Don't wait. Don't ask questions. Try to find someone within your budget, but do the outsourcing. Like it will literally change the way you look at your business completely, or the way you look at anything. It's just like, ask for help. And I think that's really what it was for us. We're Black women who just don't like to ask for help. So and we just had to learn that.
I have a request here, and you can do this privately if you want to, or you can, someone's asking, is it okay for you to share the brand strategist info? If you don't want to share it on
the absolutely. So her name is Sharonda. I'm trying to remember the actual name. Betterness Box is tuned in. Denise, you put the name of her. Yes, put it in there. And that way someone, whoever asked that question can screenshot it and look her up. She is phenomenal. I mean, phenomenal. She gave us our messaging, and she's so collaborative. So highly recommended. Highly recommended. So yeah, Denise is going to pop up.
The girl who asked that question, I know who that is, and she has her own business in Los Angeles. You guys should connect. So
there it is, Glover Collective. Okay, yeah. Let us know so we can connect. IG. Yep. Let us know.
Glover, the Glover Collective. So
amazing.
House of Mosaic, that's for you. I'm gonna connect you guys after this because you guys should know each other.
Awesome.
LA to Dallas to Chicago. So it says, feel free to so feel free to shoot them a DM as well, House of Mosaic. Feel free to shoot Betterness Box a DM for more information.
Yep, we look at all the DMs.
Yeah. So I think that's a good one, because I think, again, when you think about your audience and when you think about all the things that, go on around us, we have to keep that business sense as well. We have to keep that, outsource, get your, you mentioned you didn't mention it specifically, but you said you got your team together, right? You got your attorney.
Yep.
You got, your business strategist or your brand strategist. So I think that is important because sometimes we tend to, leave that part out, right? And
it's a game changer, period.
I mean, I think about it because I think, hey, maybe I should contact her because I'm like, you asked me, what did you ask me when we were talking? You asked me something and I was like, I don't know, girl, it's just me. Like, what is
right. And I was like, wait, which title are you going with? And I was like, go with your name. Go with your name, because you may change the name of your business or your campaign or whatever it is that you do. Stick with your name. Yep.
Yeah. But when I think about my brand is me,
Yeah. And it makes sense.
I need to work around it. But, you know, being consistent, I think is a good one. I think getting your team in order, you know, is a good one. Outsourcing is, all these things are, you know, good tips that we all need to know.
Yeah.
You know,
and don't hesitate, because we heard that, you know, you hear it. You hear it. It's like, ask for help, outsource. Once you do it, it's almost like, oh, I know I ain't got time for this. Let me go find some. It just becomes like, I'm telling you, it's a huge game changer once you learn how to ask for help and, you know, reasonably be able to pay for it. It takes it to another level.
So tell us a little bit. I don't know, what does that, we got like 5 minutes left. We're going to go a little bit over because Kayla and I have been talking. Tell us a little bit about what people can expect from the box. Like, you know, maybe, okay, two things. So how do people, I want to make sure everybody knows that, what the future holds and what people can expect, you know, when they subscribe.
Right. So when you subscribe, you're signing up to be one of our subbies. And we have an amazing program. I mean, the things that we're so intentional about this, it just makes me proud because there's literally nothing like it. So again, you'll get this mini zine, and it has the letter from the editors, right? Letters from the founders. And then it has like a breakdown of exactly what's in the box. So this last one came with More Than Enough. Have y'all read this? I just finished it because I just couldn't put it down last night. So I just finished it. More Than Enough by Elaine Welteroth. She's the former Teen Vogue editor, right? First Black editor to, you know, major editor. So amazing book. This came in there. What we do with the book, though, is we actually have programming around the book to do a book club every single third Sunday of the month. So on the back, we kind of explain, this is how you get your life. Right? We give you this experience. It's not just a bunch of stuff in a book or in a box. It's literally an experience. So the Betterness Box app, we have an app where you can go and connect with people even in your area, which is amazing to me. Let Us Manifest resource guide. So there's a resource guide to even help with other resources, online resources, articles, interviews, everything, right? We have a Betterness Box, well, we call it Better Vibes playlist. Denise curates a whole playlist on Spotify, and we have 10. So volume 10 just got published. Listen, y'all, if you just need a feel-good playlist, go to Better Vibes. Search Better Vibes or Betterness Box on Spotify. Bomb. Like, it's the perfect thing to listen to while you're either working out or maybe even working, like, you know, just background music. It is amazing. It is amazing. Then of course I mentioned the book club.
They've joined Donna Townsend, 404 40 34.
Yeah, hey.
Yeah.
Hi, Kyle.
Yeah, Kyle.
Yeah, Kyle saying hi. But the book club is what I mentioned. So every third Sunday, we do that Sunday evening so that you're like, you know, really winding down and getting ready for your week. And then, like I mentioned, Wellness Wednesday lives every single Wednesday at 7 p.m. on Betterness Box. So that's all of the things that are guaranteed to happen in a quarter. And of course, all the ways you can connect to us every day, honestly. And so it's really like, it's a membership. You're paying into a membership. Of course, this is, again, like nothing else. I know there are memberships that are like hundreds of dollars, right? But you are literally paying for the service of having these boxes sent to you. I'll mention just a couple of other things that were in this last box. So we had greeting cards that were representative of Black women from Women Who Transcend. They're based in Nigeria, and it was amazing to be able to include their cards. And then we had some feminine care items, because as I mentioned, we're focused on reproductive health as well this quarter. And so we had some feminine wash and some oil. The oil is amazing, let me just say. Okay, listen, it keeps you real clean and smelling good, and, you know, down in your lady parts. And then we also included a reflection journal. So the feminine care products were from Aloe Curves, and then Dr. Asha Brewer actually was the partner we used, her wellness journal. So a whole wellness journal. So yes, there is a book and a wellness journal in this box. And then we have these stickers, which I actually have, I can show you. Y'all, I'm so proud of this. You know, wherever you'd like to put this. I'm actually going to put mine in a frame and put it in the back of my like office. You know, we're in meetings all day as corporate women. And
it's still a little blurry. So tell us what that says, because it's still a little blurry.
It says protect Black women. Protect Black women.
Oh,
and then this, yep. And then this one says,
could just be me. No one else is saying that.
I'm not sure. Let us know if you guys can see this. I'm also saying what I'm holding up, but stop killing Black people is also one of the stickers that came in the box. And then stop separating families. And these were from Ciobia. So that was cool. And Ciobia actually was able to host a kickboxing kind of mindful exercise for us last Wednesday on our Wellness Wednesday. So we're not just sitting and talking and y'all ain't just listening. We are asking you to get involved on this Wellness Wednesdays. Yes. So if you need a free workout class, meet us at Wednesdays, because there are a lot of our Wellness Wednesdays actually have something that you can actually participate in.
Yeah.
And it's free. Like, it's completely free. So definitely look at that. And then one of my favorite things, and this is the last thing I'll mention for what the experience includes, is the sister circle. So we have a healing circle that we host every quarter. There's one every quarter. The last one we had that was centered around Let Us Breathe. Y'all, listen when I tell you. I felt like it was, and other women said it was life-changing, because the things that we're talking about, to be able to say them out loud, right? Like, what does it mean to show up as a woman, a Black woman right now, and just be tired? Like, what do we do? You know, what do we do, and how can we do that constructively? But also, how can we just meet and talk about it? Like, maybe we don't have the answer right now. Maybe we don't have the solution, but we're here telling our stories, being able to kind of relate to each other. And when I say healing circle, it was truly healing. Like, we got so many testimonials about how the women truly enjoyed that time. And so once every quarter, we have that. So if you're on our list, if you go to betternessbox.com, you can sign up on our list. We send that out as well.
Denise just typed this in. So use code JustLikeYou to get 10% off your order. www.betternessbox.com. Valid now through 2/28/21. So just in case, we're going to put this on YouTube, just in case the comments don't show up. Use code JustLikeYou to get 10% off your order at www.betternessbox.com.
Yes.
Valid right now through February 28th, 2021. So
right. And if you feel like this is right. And I think a lot of people, a lot of like husbands buy this for their wives, right? Because a lot of times, and this is the sad part, and we're trying to work on this, is that Black women will not gift themselves things, right? They might get a massage, or they might get something. Oh, perfect. You pinned it.
Yeah. Awesome. I figured out, I was like, okay, I'm either going to hang up on her or pin the comment.
No, it worked. It worked. It's amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, we know that some women just do not want to take care of themselves in this way sometimes, right? We do the stuff we feel like it makes us feel good temporarily. And this is something that is consistent, right? This is something that is really going to make a difference especially if you participate in all of the offerings, right? All the Wellness Wednesdays, the healing circles, the app, the playlist, like all of those things make a huge difference. And so we love, and what we see a lot is other Black women buying their friends this box, right? Other men, right? The men in their lives buying this box. Or we have a lot of allies that are like, you know what? I know some Black women that really need to take care of themselves. I really appreciate them. Let me figure out how to get one of these boxes to them. And so absolutely check us out and gift it to someone. And then if you feel like you need these items that I just mentioned, buy one for yourself, please.
Yeah.
Like you can take care of yourself, sis.
I know,
and
right?
all of the things
too, we take care of everyone else.
Yep. And it's amazing because the value is crazy. I think our subscription is $64.99 for the quarter, and it's literally $100+ worth of stuff in this box. So you're definitely getting a deal. I know as Black women, we like to get a deal, okay?
But I also think the value is in the intangibles.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
You know,
The quality is amazing. Absolutely.
the
Absolutely.
things
We're blessed.
just the meeting of different people, the being a part of the community, you know. So what? So let me ask you, we're about 8:05. So
Yes.
put a bow on it with what does the future hold?
Yeah, we are super excited. I think again in the last year we've been working with that brand strategist, right? And so now we're just looking to execute on that. We want to make sure that we're executing and reaching the right people. We're going to continue with the healing circles. We're going to do some Clubhouse stuff. You know, we're going to try to make sure Clubhouse doesn't close down because everybody's an expert. But what we do,
That's new, right? The Clubhouse.
Girl, Clubhouse can be a hot mess depending on your network.
I heard about it like the other day, like Clubhouse. I don't even
It's
know.
like an audio app where you just tune into conversations, and sometimes you can be kind of brought up to the stage, they call it, and talk about your expertise or ask questions. And so I like it because it's audio, right? We don't have to put ourselves together to be on video or anything. And it's literally, you know, gems that people are dropping. But it's also, you know, they're having some issues with trying to make sure that the conversations are on topic. And so it's an interesting app. It'll be interesting how they hone in on that. But we're looking to make sure that we do that as well. So if you are on Clubhouse, you can look me up, the KG Lifestyle. And then Denise is also on there. I think it's Sans, put your Clubhouse name on there.
I need to check it out. I need to see what it's all about. If it, you know, I mean, I called you to figure out how to get on IG Live today.
You did. I was like, okay, scroll down.
I said, where did it go?
Right. No, but it's a good resource where you can learn a lot on there. So we definitely want to make sure we're on the platform to meet our people as well. But really in general, we want to make sure that we're scaling, right? So it's time for us to really put ourselves in a position where we are seeing many more Black women with this product and this experience and this service in their life. And so making sure we're speaking on panels or we're speaking on an IG Live and spreading our message of making sure that we're centering Black women in the things that are important to us is really important for us right now. So as we expand, of course, we also consult. So recently we just consulted with Dallas Truth Racial Healing and Transformation, which is obviously local to Dallas. They have a nonprofit cohort, and it's all Black women, which is amazing because that does not happen. So the Black Women Leadership Cohort is all Black women who are leaders in nonprofit, and it's literally a year-long program. And so we have specifically curated boxes that make sense for them, right? And their areas of work. So we do consulting as well. And we're excited about expanding that as well. But yeah, scaling at this point, really spreading our message again of centering Black women and the things that are important to us. And women of color is really what we're doing next. Of course, we have huge dreams of like, let's have a storefront and let's, you know, have this ecosystem of amazing programming where people can come and really enjoy that. But COVID is a hater, so we gotta watch.
No, see past it. We'll get past it.
Yes, we will.
Well, I want to thank everyone who's joined this tonight, who's gonna watch this on IGTV, who's gonna watch this on YouTube. Just in case, I don't know if it'll show up on YouTube. So just a reminder, use code JustLikeYou to get 10% off your order at www.betternessbox.com now through February 28th, 2021.
Yes.
So if the show up, there you go. Yes.
Yep. And if you want, you can put that, or maybe Denise can put this in the comments under the IGTV, and that way it'll be there forever. So that way people can come back and reference.
See? That new school. See what I'm saying? I need you in my life, Kayla, just to keep me like, figuring out technology.
Anytime. I got you.
I don't know what
yes.
Look at it, girl.
Okay. I got an invite just for you.
applaud you and Denise for your, like I said, your stick-to-itiveness. I think that, you know, your message, you know, it's interesting because I think, like you said, you started it 3 years ago, and who knew today, not just
Wow.
be, but where today would be, where we would be in this
Man.
world right now. And so
Yep.
right now, like the perfect storm, if you will, right? So, you know, a lot of people can take, oh man, oh, but you guys are taking it by the, you know, and saying, look, this is it's perfect timing, right? It couldn't be better timing. It couldn't be a better message. It couldn't be a more needed message in our world today. And I think, like you said, it's now, I mean, you know, I don't say now or never because there's never, you know, that's not it, but I think it's just a good, perfect match, you know, of what's going on in the world today and how it's needed. And we do need to take care of ourselves and protect ourselves and protect each other and, you know, all those things, you know, more than ever, right? And it sometimes to me too, you know, it doesn't matter which side you stand on, right? It doesn't matter which side you stand on. This is about positivity. This is about wellness. This is about taking care of yourself and taking care of you. And we do a lot of taking care of others, and I think it's important to serve others, to do the right thing by others. I think that's very important. But we also know that we have to take care of ourselves too, to be able to have our cup filled, right?
Completely. So, we can't even do it without, like, if we're not good, how are we gonna make sure somebody else is good? That's not the thing. One of my favorite quotes is by Audre Lorde, and she talks about self-care being an act of political warfare, right? Because if you are taking care of yourself, you are somewhat guaranteeing your longevity so that you can actually be here to do the work that is necessary in the community, right? So if you don't take care of yourself, you basically cheating the world of your talents, your gifts. You can't even show up 100% if you're not taking care of yourself. So absolutely agree with you. It's so important.
You can't serve others if you're, you know, at 50%, you know? You know, theoretically, I guess you could, but it'll be a challenge, you know? And so you want to make sure that you're, you know, helping yourself. And I think your box, but I say box, but I really mean the experience. And it comes in a box, the experience in a box. But it's really about that self-care experience when, you know, you open the box, right? There's more than just the box. Absolutely. And what you described. And I think, so make sure you go, everyone check out Betterness Box. Make sure you subscribe. And like I said, don't know if all these comments are going to go up later, but we got the one pin. We're going to put a lot of comments in the comments when I post this. I am going to post it on my IGTV. I'm going to send it to Kayla and Denise and Betterness Box. They'll have it. We're going to post it on YouTube and whatever other media Kayla tells me I should post it on that I don't even know about. So it'll all be there. Kayla, Denise, I mean, just so Amy, if you're still on, I don't know if you're on or not, but thank you so much for introducing me to these wonderful ladies. And if there's anything, you know, myself or my team of one can do, you guys don't hesitate to reach out. I'm going to contact you. I'm going to post this, make sure I got it, and I'm going to reach out to you. And for anyone, like I said, who's watching and joining or joins in the future, please make sure you, if you have any questions about how to get a hold of them, feel free to DM me and I can put you in contact. And I am going to put you in contact with houseofmosaic.com. So
perfect. Thank you. Thank you, Amy. Thank you to you, Taryn. We just are so thrilled to be able to do this. And we just hope that, again, we spread this message. So share this. Once it's up, share it with your groups. Put it in your group chats.
We want you know, I'm trying to decide when I'm going to do a Where Are They Now. I thought that I was going to do that now for 2020, but we're still booking new people. So I want to do a Where Are They Now. So it'll be great for you to come back in a year and tell us you know, where you are, right? And
that's good.
And continue to share the positivity. So thank you again. I will talk to you in just a second. I love you. Be safe.
Love you.
And
Bye,
keep spreading love.
everybody.
Keep spreading love.
Bye.
Bye-bye.